This time on Avalanche in San Diego, we go four-wheeling.
This week on Avalanche in San Diego. Guys will in Cleveland National Forest, Pine Valley, California. Pine Valley is a small community in the Cuyamaca Mountains of San Diego County. It is located about 35 miles east of San Diego and is known for its beautiful scenery, its many hiking and biking trails, and its friendly community. The area was first settled by Native Americans over 1,000 years ago. The first European to visit the area was Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo, a Spanish explorer, in 1542. In the 1850s, European settlers began to arrive in the area and establish ranches and farms. The town of Pine Valley was founded in 1870. The town grew slowly in the early years, but experienced a boom in the late 1800s due to the discovery of gold in the area. The gold rush brought an influx of people to Pine Valley, and the town became a thriving community. The gold rush eventually declined, but Pine Valley continued to grow. In the early 1900s, the town became a popular destination for tourists and artists. The beautiful scenery and the mild climate attracted visitors from all over the country. Today, Pine Valley is a thriving community with a population of about 4,000 people.
I don't know what that is.
The town is home to a variety of businesses and organizations, including a grocery store, a post office, a library, and a fire department.
He couldn't come, he had to work. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we have not. That's true.
A box of like it has a
Little thing here is You think we're lost? I don't think we can turn around. We need to reverse.
That's why I told you we should.
I think I'm gonna air down for comfort.
Todd Gilbert writes in the Mountain Empire Country Living magazine. Nestled in a valley surrounded by rolling hills and towering peaks reaching 6,000 feet. An Eden amidst the dry, parched chaparral. An oasis dense with pines, manzanita and centuries-old oak trees that once shaded only the natives that inhabited the region. El Valle de los Pinos, as this beautiful mountain valley was known before 1869, describes the abrupt change in scenery that only nature can explain. The surrounding desert terrain complements the unique valley of over 1,200 acres where cedars and pines flourish amidst lush green meadows of sage and wild lilac. Early settlers of the region included the Cacopa and Coyote Indians and later the Machado's family of Old Town who had come to California as pioneers in the late 18th century. For a number of years, Don Manuel Machado and his wife, Serafina Valdez, operated a cattle grazing station and lived out of an adobe house they had built. In 1869, former Butterfield stage coach driver, Captain William S. Emery and his wife settled in the area. Being Scotch-English pioneers from New England, they were not fans of the Spanish words, and renamed El Valle de los Pinos to its literal translation of Pine Valley, one of the oldest names in the San Diego County.
Are you allowed to polish? Could you play along music with it?
Yeah.
An old native, Antonio, told Captain Emery he could show him a beautiful valley in the mountains where there was plenty of grass for cattle where nobody else lived. The two came on horseback over the Velocitos Trail through Laguna and descended upon a beautiful valley where they found an old man splitting timber. The old man offered to sell his claim on the land for 1 horse. Captain Emery and John Ross, a Canadian working for him, built a log house not far from the adobe that the Machados had occupied, and Emery brought his wife and children down from San Francisco. A covered wagon and 6 mules were sent for Mrs. Emery and her children. As there was no direct route between San Diego and Pine Valley, they had to head south through Tijuana and east through Tecate and Campo, a route which, by the afternoon of the 4th day, put them in Pine Valley. The Emerys remained in Pine Valley and published a family newspaper. Their home became a gathering point for cattlemen in the neighborhood who came to hear music and listen to readings. Another era of pioneering hit Pine Valley in 1870 when 12-year-old Charles Emery found a rock with the glimmer of quartz, known to often indicate the presence of gold. Gold fever in Pine Valley was ignited. Although there is evidence that Spaniards had, long before, frequented the valley for its gold ore, it was not until word got out in 1870 that the area became a hot spot for mining. The Noble brothers from Ohio were the first to stake a claim in Pine Valley and hoped to find the other end of the rich Stonewall mine located in Cuyamaca. The Stonewall mine had proved to be an extremely profitable operation boasting several mine buildings, including a 20-stamp mill, blacksmith and machine shops, a boiler room and a saw mill. Most of their mines were not worth much. And, other than the Treasury mine which turned out to be quite successful, the Noble brothers made most of their profit by selling and reselling their mines. When a vein was found in a low-production mine, they would sell it to someone thirsty for instant riches. However, the gold would soon dry up and purchaser would be unable to pay off their debt, so the mine was repossessed and the Nobles started the process again. Their profits, along with the abundance of water in Noble Canyon, enabled the Nobles to open a 2-stamp water mill in 1889 which was later enlarged to a 5-stamp water mill. The stamps were heavy pistons made of solid iron about 6 inches in diameter that were driven up and down by a crankshaft spindle which pounded the ore into dust. The dust was sent down a chute onto canvas sheets and then washed in water that removed the lighter worthless particles, but left behind the heavier pieces that often contained gold.
Put that on the video.
The final process involved either sending the gold dust to smelter or placing it in a cyanide solution in order to isolate the gold from the other minerals. Claims in Noble Canyon have been worked sporadically since the early 1900s by Noble Mines Incorporated, and small shipments of gold were recorded in 1938, 1940 and 1944. But it was not until the late 1960s that large-scale mining was again attempted. With new machinery and techniques available, gold mining was once again profitable.
Like we're filming the same thing.
3 cameras. They have been fixing this road after the rains.
3 cameras filming the same thing.
Noble Mines Incorporated, which owns the claims, brought in Vern Harkness, an employee of Union Carbide in Washington who had had extensive mining experience.
Uh-oh, there's a Jeep coming.
Been here before?
Nope, first time.
There's an old cabin site up here. If you go to the left, there's a fork.
It goes down to the creek?
Yeah. Go
Oh,
down.
I saw that on the satellite picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm actually looking for.
Oh, you'll find it. You'll see the split where it splits. It's worth going down there.
Oh, cool, cool. Anybody else up there?
No, nobody else.
Okay.
All the way to the end.
Great.
Enjoy.
Have a good day.
I can see some kind of seed on it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
After a year of work and $33,000, the mines were ready to produce gold again.
And then why does the GoPro 8 don't turn off? Like mine.
Yeah, because I set it so that it doesn't turn off. I should set yours also.
The process offered little chance to get rich quick. The ore was first heated to remove any moisture present. This made it easier to crush. After the ore was crushed into a fine powder, concentrates of gold and silver were separated in a flotation tank. The result of the process was not sackfuls of gold nuggets or silver, but rather 5-gallon cans of blackish crystals which were then sent to smelting firms in Arizona.
Why is there a string that connects that go through?
Oh, that's the power supply for that camera.
Why is there like the Pro 8 that you can?
Okay, here it is.
The 5-gallon cans of ore, each weighing more than 300 pounds, would bring, at best, $3 a pound. Harkness Refining Mill handled close to 15 tons of ore a day, which yielded anywhere from 10 to several thousand pounds of saleable minerals. Harkness and 2 associates in the venture, Don Moore and Steve Reed, worked 8 claims in the mountains 4.5 miles north of Pine Valley, but concentrated on 3 mines: Treasury, Eureka and Bayview, which offered the most potential. A $250,000 yearly profit for Harkness and the Noble Creek mines, mill and development continued for several years.
Cabins, old cabin site. Let's park here. That camera cool. Let's get out of here.
This camera's recording.
Yep. Fortunately, we haven't needed it. Here's where the cabin used to be.
Is where a cabin is?
Yeah.
Oh, this looks what is that?
It does, doesn't it?
Looks like so many cabins.
Really? It's warmer here. This is the creek bed. Huh?
Is there any sloth? Where is this?
See, this is a pool the cabin owner has trapped water in.
Cabin?
Yeah,
Did he make?
I'm sure he made this one.
Why is it? No seaweed. Ethan,
Mm-hmm.
can we go back?
Yep. So we are driving back to the main trail now. There's the road. We need to turn here. Make a 10-point turn.
Which way did we start it?
That way.
Why does my hand look so small in the mirror? How old is that kid?
That kid He's probably
Looks like
quite old.
looks very.
All right, here we go. It wasn't a 10-point turn, it was a nice 4-point turn. I did. You wanna film? Road closed up there.
Oh, okay.
See, there's a sign.
Road closed. Why does it say road closed?
They don't want people to go there.
Why don't they want maybe something?
But this road has been fixed.
Oh,
They've been bringing rocks here.
you bought rocks.
And I can tell from the way it is.
One of our videos, we don't have very much of talking.
You can talk as much as you want, and we can, if it's any good, we can put it on the video.
You see some water down there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a creek.
That's the creek.
Wait, this trail goes with the creek with something that was not.
Ooh, mama.
Octopus usually films like this.
Now this is the end of the road.
That's it.
Yep.
They did it.
This creek continues over there.
There's a lot of regular airs.
That Jeep guy came here, it seems. That's all for Avalanche in San Diego. See you next time.
Subscribe and save.